and I've had the experience running the planter last year, and I got to run it on about 3,000 acres.
Corn, soybeans?
Corn and soybeans, no-till and conventional till, with some worked ground, some deep ripped ground also. And it exceeded my expectations like you cannot believe. I was very skeptical about going 10 mile an hour when John Deere told me come out and drive the planter like you stole it. I've only raised one crop a year. I don't have a chance to do that. I'm going to do it right. So I make go 6 mile an hour, 7 mile an hour, 8 mile an hour. I'm getting a thumbs up from the guys. I need to get out and check things myself. So the spacing, the depth was exact. I mean, it was right on. So we bump it on up to 10 mile an hour, and I could not tell a bit of difference in how that planter acted between 10 mile an hour and 5 mile an hour.
On both corn and soybeans?
No-till and conventional both. On corn. The soybean spacing is just perfect. There's never been spacing in soybeans ever before, and they're just like every 3 inches apart or however far apart they need to be. I've never seen soybean spacings ever. I actually plan on cutting down on soybean populations a little bit this year.
My name is Brian Amphitson. I'm with John Deere Seeding Group, and I'm a program manager for the ExactEmerge and MaxEmerge 5 programs. So the first thing you'll notice with the ExactEmerge row unit is that the meter is now facing you. This is very helpful for the customer to be able to diagnose any potential issues, or also be able to make adjustments to the meter. When you open the meter, you'll see that we've made several improvements also. From a knockout wheel standpoint, we've removed all hardware so it snaps in and out of the lid. From the metering standpoint, you can see it's no longer a flat disc. The shape is now a bowl shape. For corn, it's a 32-hole disc. For soybeans, it's 64 holes. You can see every other hole is plugged. What this allows us is to have the same knockout wheel to use for both corn and soybeans. When you look at the meter itself, the seed pool is down here. Your seed is coming up through this area. The nubs on this agitator strip are causing the seed to do some initial double elimination. The seed travels through this area. The brushes further do your double elimination, and then the seed is transferred and handed off into this brush delivery system. For changeover from corn to soybeans, it's very simple. Customer will remove his corn disc. There are 2 plastic grips. He simply slides the double eliminator out of the way, takes the soybean bowl, and places it back on the meter. We intentionally made the row unit to be not require tools to get into. So to take the meter off, it's simply removing the latch, and the meter comes off. As we look at the brush delivery system pulls out, comes out of the system as such. There is a tensioning device to make easy removal of the brush assembly. It is completely snaps, so there's no tools required to get inside the case. When you look at the travel of the seed, the meter is handing the seed off in the brush. The seed is maintained just at the tips of the brush. It is not driven into the brush, so just maintained at the tips. The seed will travel down this area. It goes past the seed sensor. When it goes past the seed sensor, you are reading your singulation and your spacing. Because we control the seed all the way to within 1 inch to 2 inches to the ground, what you're seeing at the seed sensor is almost identical to the spacing and performance you'll see in the ground. Seed continues to travel down this belt and is ejected at the bottom. Now when it's ejected at the bottom, we eject it at a velocity that is equal to the speed of the tractor, the speed of the planter at that point. So if you're going 10 miles an hour forward, we're accelerating the seed at 10 miles an hour rearward. What that allows is a 0 drop. No roll in the trench, no issues with bounce. The other key with utilizing a brush design is we want to ensure that we keep the seed in the middle of the brush every time. Why do we want to keep it in the middle? If we can release the seed in the middle of the trench every time, what occurs is the seed is delivered to the bottom of the trench. It is not taken off the side of the trench, it's delivered directly to the bottom of the trench, which is a key for depth control. Concerns that or questions that have been brought up: how does this handle mud? How does this handle seed treatments? We do utilize a brush conditioner to help remove seed treatment, talc, or any sort of dust out of the bristles. We have tested this in dirt, in mud, and actually even in water to ensure that we don't create damage to the system. So from a row unit performance standpoint, John Deere has made improvements to both the ExactEmerge and MaxEmerge 5 row units. Starting with gauge wheel arms, we've increased the bearing surface, which in entail is increasing the life of the gauge wheel arms by about 2 to 3 times the current life of those arms. On the ExactEmerge, you'll see the scraper availability. When needing to remove the scrapers, there's no longer need to remove a gauge wheel to put new scrapers in. It's a simple removal of one bolt. The scraper assembly will come out. You can put the new scraper assembly in without having to remove the gauge wheel. In order to ensure that we can handle the higher duty cycles and higher speeds, John Deere has also improved the shank to be more durable to handle the higher speeds.